My name's Dylan with Elson Peter Repair out of Menominee, Wisconsin. I'm a diesel tech here. Been here for just about 2 years now. Today I'm going to be giving you guys an updated toolbox tour of the 54-inch Homak. I did one about a year ago. Did pretty well. I got a lot of questions on it. A lot of questions about some of the tools in it. So we're going to be going through this thing again and going over everything again because there's about double the amount of tools in it now. So I figured I'd give you guys a little update on it and show you guys some of the new cool stuff that I picked up over the last year or so. We're going to start off with the box. This is a 54-inch Homak RS series. I picked it up at a Napa tool show beginning of last year, so almost 2 years ago now. About right when I started here, I picked this up. I've got a snap-on classic series box that I was using. I ran out of room in it. Now I got that sitting at home, and so I've been using this thing, and it's doing very well. I got the top box on it and the bottom. With the space up top, it's nice for charging batteries and stuff, and then on the sides I've got like magnetic shelves and pry bar holder and stuff like that, so I can fit everything in here. We'll go through the box, probably start at the top and work our way down, so let's get right into it. Alright, so we're going to start off on top. Up here I just keep my battery chargers for Milwaukee, Snap-on, and the Stinger. A little Bluetooth speaker here. It's a little Soundcore flare. Thing is awesome. Keep my headlamp in here, a computer mouse, some safety glasses and stuff like that. Up here I keep my two little Snap-on flip lights. I love them things. Those are pretty awesome lights, super bright. Then just some badges and stuff. Okay, on the left side is where my iPad goes. This is where it charges all the time. Up there right now you can see I've got, that's the procedure for an overhead on a C12 that I've been working on today. So that's what I use that for mostly. That and Identifix, stuff like that. Over on the left hand side of the box, that's where I keep my big Dominator pry bars and my grease gun. Then I got a little shelf there for whatever I want to keep in there. Right now there's just a couple lighters in there. Down on the left side, sitting on the floor, is my creeper seat. I just picked that up on Tuesday. So over on the right hand side of the box, I keep my towels, magnetic parts trays. This is a heck of a deal. You get 5 of them for, I think it's like 80 bucks or something like that, Blue Point. They're awesome, color coordinated and everything. They work pretty good. Maybe not 80 bucks, that might be. Maybe like 50 bucks, I can't remember. Down here, I keep my creeper. It's just the Jeepers Creeper one. The original from Lyle. That thing does its job well. I've replaced the wheels once on it already. I've had it for about a year, I think. But other than the wheels, it's been pretty good. And you can put the Matco wheels on it, and they last quite a bit longer from what I've heard. Roll a little better. Keep a few bungees sitting there, just for whatever I may need them for. So we're going to start off in the top, work our way down, because that just seems like the most practical thing to do. The top drawer is where all of my pry bars go. So recently I traded in all my Snap-on pry bars. I had the Snap-on 4-piece set and then the 36-inch, and I traded all them in and got the Mayhew Dominators because I really like these pry bars. They do their job very well. I like the handle on them way more than the Snap-on ones. They don't slip. The plastic ones on the Snap-on get a little slippery if they're oily. These have a nice texture to them so they don't slip. Got a big crowbar in here that I never used, and then a couple alignment bars. This is a Blue Point, I think, and then a Harbor Freight lady's foot. This is just my personal belongings. pens and markers and stuff like that, mirror, magnet, some notebooks and whatnot, my wallet, and just that kind of stuff. This drawer is some specialty tools, tape measures and stuff like that. So I got like the cat barring tool, 5.9 Cummins barring tool. This stuff is, I actually got this stuff out of the 5.9 Cummins kit from Snap-on. These are for fuel rail or fuel lines, the hard lines. This is the 5.9 Cummins slide hammer for the injectors, and then the adapters for it. Piston ring compressor, more adapters for the slide hammer, Snap-on feeler gauges, and some brushes and stuff. There's a couple pry tools, and this is actually a pretty neat tool to have if you do kingpins ever. This is for the spiral type, the bushings, the spiral bushings. You just turn them with it. Put the end of this on one of the ends of the spiral bushing. Turn it, and works pretty good to get them in and out. Compresses them a little bit. Over to the left one drawer is my electrical drawer. This drawer used to be a nightmare until I organized it up. Got rid of a bunch of crap that was in it. This is my Snap-on multimeter. Little wire strippers. Torch 300 from Snap-on. Test light, I think this is an OTC. Homemade test light that I end up using more than a regular test light because it works better. Trailer plug for semis, just to test them. Butane soldering iron. Magnetic test leads. Just a little kit full of butt connectors and whatnot. And this is like homemade leads that I've made. The ends for the leads for the multimeters and clamps. Random stuff like that. This is for like depinning and stuff like that and electrical connectors. It's a really nice kit. I really like that kit. And then this is for doing like running wires through grommets and stuff and firewalls without pulling out the grommet. So you just shove the wire through one of these. The handle threads onto all of them. It's got a hole in it. Goes all the way through. So that tool will save you someday if you have it. Other days you'll forget you own it. So this is my screwdriver drawer, screwdrivers and picks. So over here I've got my long picks, the 4-piece set from Snap-on. These are Craftsman screwdrivers, flatheads on the bottom, Phillips on top. These are the diamond tip from Craftsman. They're pretty nice screwdrivers actually. They got a good handle on them. They take a beating. I'm not afraid to hit them with a hammer because they're pretty cheap. The Snap-on with the Instinct handle. Most people have them. Some radiator hose picks, things like that. And then this is a pick set and screwdriver, micro screwdrivers, micro torque drivers. And then the 4 picks, that one's out somewhere. This is just a 90-degree pick. We'll move down to the plier drawer. The plier drawer is there's a lot of wasted space in this drawer, really. Vice grips, these are Milwaukee. Milwaukee makes the best vice grips in my opinion right now, besides the Irwin ones. But I refuse to buy the Snap-on version of them because they're ridiculously expensive for a chrome vice grip. Knipex Cobras, Snap-on wire crimpers and strippers, some side cutters, Snap-on, the shorter and the longer ones, scissors. This is a hose cutter, just a razor blade cutter basically. Some snap ring pliers and pinch off pliers. There's a couple there. Over on this side, these are the knockoff Milwaukee Cobras. I used to like those, but I really don't anymore. The handle flexes a lot. After getting some of the Knipex, the handle just flexes too much on these. Some channel locks from Craftsman, more snap ring pliers, and then a Cornwell pliers set. And then these are little Blue Point flush cuts. They're awesome. There's supposed to be a spring there, but I ripped the spring out because it's a pain in the ass sometimes. These are slack adjuster tools for the Meritor style slack adjusters to adjust them. Hose clamp pliers with a cable on it. Those work pretty good from Snap-on. Little Nipex. Usually I keep these in my pocket. This is just a little Cobra. And then these are like the adjustable wrench ones. I don't remember what they call them, but those are awesome. Just things that I keep in my pocket. They're freaking awesome. And then the big Cobras, I think they're 22 inches long or something like that. Really come in handy for if you got an oil filter that won't come off or whatever. Work pretty good. We'll slide on over to this drawer. This is my air tools drawer. I don't have much for air tools because I don't use air tools very often. Air hammer bits in the back, tire gauge, tire inflator and gauge, and then a blowgun, and then the Snap-on air hammer. The best of the best air hammer that I've found so far. Apparently the Matco one's supposed to be really freaking awesome as well, but I can't see trading this one in on one because it just doesn't seem worth it. And then this is my Milwaukee drawer. So in the back, a couple 12-volt batteries, 3/8 stubby. This is just a little 3/8 low torque impact, 90-degree die grinder, drill, half-inch drill, half-inch high torque Milwaukee, extra battery, and then down here is my 3/8 M18 mid torque. I think it's awesome. If you guys have the Milwaukee M18 stuff and your batteries are doing the thing where they screw off when you're rattling on something, I've just grabbed some of these bracelets, the rubber bracelets, and I throw them around the battery and the bottom of the tool, like so, and they hold them really well actually. So I just had these laying around. I wasn't going to pay for the battery straps that people sell, so that was a good cheat, I guess you could say. Alright, now we'll move on to the socket drawer. Going through this kind of fast because I don't want to waste too much time. So we'll start off on the right hand side in the back. A couple 1.5-inch sockets, shallow and deep. Over here, miscellaneous 12-point sockets, metric in the back, and then standard up here. There, spark plug socket, because sometimes I work on things with spark plugs. Allen's, this is out of the Blue Point kit. It's an awesome kit. I think it's 87 pieces or something like that. So it comes with all the Allens, all the Torques up to like T55 or something like that, and then up to, I don't know, it's a really big 19 mil is the highest, the biggest Allen you get. So some adapters there. So in the back, these are my 1/2-inch drive impacts, and one chromie because I don't have a 15/16 impact because it was missing out of the kit along with the 1 3/16. But Sunex 3/8 drive impacts, 12-point. I use those on N14 Cummins a lot. Some miscellaneous 12-point and square drive sockets, or 8-point, whatever you want to call them. Here is my 1/2-inch drive chromies. So I've been using these for a really long time. These are Icons. I've been using them since the Icons came out. And to tell you the truth, I've rallied on them with impacts up until, well, I still do today. But so I've rallied on them with impacts, and I've only ever broke one. It was a 15/16 Icon socket. I was doing a power divider, trying to get one off, and broke the socket. Otherwise, they've held together really great. And all that happened was it cracked from here to about here. So I was still able to get the bolt out with it. I didn't put it away. So they are actually really good sockets. They didn't shatter on me or anything. I've used the hell out of them. So I got those in deep and standard, or deep and shallow, sorry. 3/8 drive, deep, mid-depth, and shallow. The mid-depths, I went with impacts. A, they were cheaper, B, they were on BOGO, and yeah. The other ones are Icon, these are Snap-on. 1/4-inch drive, Icon in standard and metric. In the metric, I pretty much have everything the same, except for 1/2-inch drive. So these are metric 12-point Sonex sockets, mid-depths, miscellaneous 12-point metrics, Icon 3/8, shallow and deep, and then the Snap-on metric semi-deep 3/8 drive. And then the back, 1/2-inch, I don't use a whole lot of metric because we specialize in Peterbilts with cats for the most part, cats and N14s, so you don't use a whole lot of metric on them. But these are Icon in the shallows, and these are grip in the deeps. Little Blue Point bit driver kit. This thing is awesome. I highly recommend this to anybody who's doing dash work or things like that. This little guy saves you a lot. And on the left-hand side, 33, 3230, just some bigger sockets. Cage bolt socket, driveline socket. I think this is a 1.25 inch, 3/8 drive, ultra shallow socket. And then the long Torx, and then hex bits, and then E-Torx out of that Blue Point kit. So, and that's just sitting on a Snap-on mag tray. So, on the front of this drawer is where all of my 1/2-inch drive ratchets and my torque wrenches are. So I've got the 1/2-inch drive, tech angle, torque wrench, 3/8 drive, tech angle. This is a Matco, the black locking flex head. This thing's awesome. Way better than the Snap-on. I hardly ever use the Snap-on anymore because the lock is awesome on this, and I refuse to get a locking Snap-on one because they suck. 1/2-inch drive Snap-on, just straight head, and then the long 3/8 Snap-on non-flex head there. So that is the socket drawer. We will move on down. Just some more ratchets. This is a Mac Axis locking flex head. I really like this with the button lock. Probably my favorite 3/8 ratchet. Some Snap-on flex heads, non-locking. A couple different sizes, 3/8 drive. This is a really neat ratchet. I've had a lot of questions about this ratchet. So it's a 3/8 anvil in a 1/4 inch drive body. They offer this ratchet, but small. It's only about this long. So I just had him put a longer body on it, and a different head. And he gave me a flex head one with 3/8 anvil. I'll put the part numbers for everything you need in the description or in the comments or something, or maybe just throw them up on screen here. But that's an awesome ratchet to have. Saved me a lot. This is just a long 1/4 inch drive straight, and then a little 1/4 inch drive. 1/2 inch drive, extensions, adapters and swivels and stuff like that, some bit driver stuff, and then 3/8 drive extensions, and yeah. Mainly, I really like these ones. They're the Matco Wobble Plus or whatever they're called. They're awesome. And then I've just got the Snap-on 3/8 drive ones. So we'll move into wrenches. I've got 3 wrench drawers. This box layout kind of sucks. I wish it had a full-length wrench drawer. That would save me a lot of space. But so on this side is my standard. These are Icon, go from 1/4 inch up to 1 1/4. Pretty good wrenches, honestly. Been using them as well for as long as they've been out, and I have no complaints with them. Metric and standard, the big ones and the regular set. Awesome wrenches, not gonna lie. This wrench drawer hasn't changed, I don't think, since the last video. Stubbies, metric and standard. And then crow's feet. I may have added these. These are Icon as well. Just standard crow's feet. Gear wrench, ratcheting wrenches. I need to get some better holders for them. They take up a lot of room like that. And then these are They're V8 is the brand. They're ultra thin wrenches. Those are awesome. I got them off the Snap-on truck, but they're super cheap too. I think they're like $100 for this both sets. They cover all sizes. So this is another wrench drawer. So these are pretty new. These are the extractor wrenches from Matco. You can also get them from Capri for about half the cost, and I suggest anybody do that. If you want these wrenches, I suggest you do that, because if I'd have known Capri sold them before I bought these ones, I'd have bought them from Capri myself. But I got the metric set and the standard set, so I'm gonna get the stubbies too. You can get them from Capri. I think it's $150 for metric and standard. But just the extractor wrench, they've got a really awesome end on them. If you haven't seen that, I suggest picking them up if you work on rusty crap. Up in Wisconsin, we work on rusty stuff all the time, so they're a lifesaver. These are the Snap-on adjustables with the teeth in them. I don't know if you can see that. These are the best adjustables you can buy, in my opinion. Love them. This is my hammer drawer, oil filters, punches, stuff like that, oil filter wrenches. So, Mac anti-vibe 48-ounce hammer. That thing's pretty awesome. It's a beast. 40-ounce or 32-ounce Snap-on dead blow, or ball peen, whatever you want to call it. 8-ounce ball peen, and then the rubber dead blow. I think that's I don't remember how big that is. This is actually a spring pin, front spring pin off a Pete that I use as a punch now. I think this is a 4-pound hammer, or 3-pound, 4 or 3-pound hammer from Harbor Freight, just short but heavy, pretty decent thing. This is an oil filter wrench from Matco. It is the adjustable, so this piece slides up. That grips on. Grips on really well, works great for changing like water fuel separators and the fuel filters on Peterbilts and cats and whatever. So, oil filter wrenches, super scrapers. These are the original super scrapers with the wood handle, carbide blades from. I got those off the Mack truck, and they're made just in Minnesota, just across the border. They're awesome. The Lyle ones were just as good, don't get me wrong, but you can't get this big of one in the Lyle ones, so that's why I went with these ones. Punches from Snap-on, punches and chisels. Over in this drawer, there's a lot of space in this drawer yet that I can put a bunch of crap. So I've got a DeWalt drill in the back. I don't have any batteries for it, but I have a drill. Snap-on little 14-4 drill with a quick chuck on it. So I've got bits that snap right into that. They're pretty awesome. 14-4 battery. The new brushless cordless ratchet, 3/8 short one. I have a long one on order whenever they come in, but they were literally just released, so truck hasn't got them yet. And then the long neck 3/8, the original one, way better than the Brute, but that will be replaced with the brushless one as soon as it comes in. Down in this drawer, drill bits and some things like that. Over here I got some extra Allens. These are the ball end. Those are from Icon. Sometimes you just need to get at one at an angle, and I like having those for that. Don't strip anything out. Sonex bit kit, just for like hose clamps and stuff. Really all I use that for. These are Milwaukee drill bits that, like I said, these are the quick chuck ones. They just they have a 1/4-inch drive end on them, and they work pretty good. So it just snaps right into the little drill gun that I have. Works good. Bit kit from DeWalt, just screwdriver bits and things like that. Rethread kit from Matco, thread chasers and whatnot. And then these are the Matco step bits. These things are awesome. I've drilled a lot of holes in frames with the 1/2-inch. I actually just got it warranted because they have a lifetime warranty on them. Burnt it out after doing a frame stretch. So, warranted it, no questions asked. Awesome bit to have. Awesome drill bit kit. and they will go through stainless like no tomorrow also, so that's really nice for if you're doing lights on the stainless drop panels on trucks or whatever. Those are awesome. I highly suggest those to anybody. They're a little expensive, but worth every penny. This is just a consumables drawer for the most part. CDL handbook. Down here, I've got like liquid wrench and some contact solution, butane, towels and glass cleaner and quick detailer, stuff like that. Seafoam, whatever, deodorant, brake grease, some Q-tips for cleaning everything, cleaning small spots, some extra parts for my own stuff. This is the lug nut cap tool for getting the screw-on lug nuts off, the caps for them. Non-spill or spill-free funnel, whatever you want to call it. About all the stuff I keep in that drawer. And then this drawer is wasted space right now. Most of this stuff is pretty much garbage, but I like to hold on to boxes and stuff until I have tools paid off, or if I do a video on them, which all these boxes are, I kept them for to do videos on them, some extra headlights for the pickup. But I kept these boxes because I want to do videos on these tools, so I want the boxes for them. And then a torque wrench case. But that's why I have all these boxes in here and wasting space for future videos. So that about sums it up. That is the updated toolbox tour for 2021 of the Homak 54-inch top and bottom. I hope you guys enjoyed it. One of the other things I picked up was this topside creeper. Works freaking awesome for pickups. Like on this Duramax, I'm doing injectors on it. So the topside creeper, must have for anybody working on pickups. Highly suggest it. These toolboxes go on sale quite a bit, so if you're looking for a toolbox, they do really well. The only thing I wish they had was, like I said, the full-length wrench drawer, and then I also kind of wish they had a regular hutch, so you could have a regular hutch. I think the only thing you guys didn't see is the stuff I keep in my pocket, which is a little pen light from Streamlight, and then I keep a Benchmade pocket knife on me at all times. So that's that about does it for this video. Like I said, if you guys have any questions, leave it down in the comments. I will get back to them as soon as I can. Most of the tools that I pointed out, specifically, pointed out, I'll have part numbers for, like that little ratchet that I got a lot of questions about previously. So thanks for watching, guys. Take it easy. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Tool haul for 2021 coming soon.